Have you ever wondered how does a drone look like on thermal camera? Well, today we're going to try and test out exactly that. Here in front of me I have 3 different drones, each of them made for a completely different application, starting from the larger DJI M400, moving on to the slightly smaller DIY drone made from off-the-shelf parts, and last but not least, the DJI Mini 4 Pro drone. So right now today the ambient temperature is around +2 to +3 degrees Celsius, and here in my hands I have the DJI M30 thermal drone. And so this is the drone that we will be using for actually measuring all the temperatures of these drones. So what we want to find out today. Firstly, we will be taking a look at how do different drone components heat up. And after doing this test on the ground, we will also be taking with all of them off from the ground and then seeing what heat do they actually emit when they are already hovering. And then last but not least, we will also be testing them out in the field you see here behind me. So we want to find out from what distance can you actually detect a drone on the thermal camera. So without further ado, let's go. So we already have the DJI M30 thermal drone set up here on the table, and in my hands I have the drone's controller already with the thermal view visible here. And so now, for example, you can see that if I go in front and if I put my hand, you can see what's already the difference in the temperature here. And you can see also that the drones currently, they are, well, basically what I would say at ambient temperature. So if we try to measure them, you can see that they are at approximately 0 degrees according to this thermal camera here. So right now the drones have been sitting outside for already approximately 7 minutes. And now let's see what's the temperature of different drone components and how do they heat up. So firstly, what we can notice is that the drone motors, of course, tend to heat up more than the rest of the drone. But what's interesting is we can see the heat on the drone motors on the M400 drone, while on the smaller drones, so the Mini 4 Pro as well as the custom-built drone, you actually see most of the heat coming from specifically the gimbal. So for example, now if we check the DJI M400 drone, at least here it shows that the temperature of the drone's body at certain places, it's about 3 degrees. So about 3 degrees warmer than the ambient temperature. If we go on the Mini 4 Pro drone, then at some points it's 5 degrees, 6 degrees. So because this drone is quite small, actually it's really difficult on the thermal camera to pinpoint exactly the temperature of the motors, but for sure we can see it now. The motors have heated up quite a bit more. Okay, and now we're going to try flying the Mini drone further in the field and seeing at what distance will it still be visible. So actually now I can still see. So currently the drone is roughly at 33 meters, and as you can see on the thermal camera, so I can still see this drone as a small dot on my screen. And then I'll try switching to the zoom camera here. So now if I use the zoom, you can see, so that's the Mini drone actually from a distance. This is 10x zoom what we're seeing now. Okay, I would say that at 100 meters I don't really see the drone anymore. At least I don't see any bright dots. So now let's try flying back until we see the drone. Okay, so now roughly at this distance, this is where I see the drone. So this is now roughly 56 meters. So we can say about 56 meters is the distance where the drone is still visible. So now let's try going a bit further again. Let's do let's say 70 meters. Okay, there's a faint glow still from it. So now I would say I still see it. And now it's gone. So now the distance is, okay, it's 70 meters. So for the Mini 4 Pro drone, we can say that at approximately 70 meters, that's when we no longer see this drone. So now let's fly everything back, and now let's try the next drones. So one thing I'm noticing, it's a bit difficult still to accurately determine the temperature of the drone while it's up in the air, because obviously firstly it's somewhat small, we don't have a zoom on the thermal camera, but we can still see the heat coming. So actually we can see the heat coming from the battery of the drone. That's one thing I didn't think about. Then also the ESCs as well as the motors. So that's where we can currently see it. This is 100 meters. Now let's switch to the infrared. And I can still see the drone on the infrared. It's obviously a smaller dot than it was before, but nevertheless it is still visible on my infrared camera. Yep, now I would say I no longer see the drone. From time to time I see some very small blip, but probably I wouldn't notice it if I wasn't looking for it. You might see the first signs of this drone at roughly 200 meters. Probably anything after that you won't really see it. And yeah, I think that's it for testing this drone. So now we will again land both drones, and then finally we will test out the big guy, the M400. Okay, so now we have the M400 drone hovering, and now let's see how well it will show up on the thermal camera. This drone actually emits more heat signatures than the previous drones, so you can see that both the drone's body as well as the motors can be very visible on the thermal camera. So they do heat up somewhat significantly, I would say. Okay, so the temperature of the drone, we can see that it's approximately 3 degrees warmer than the temperature outside. Of course, you have to consider again the potential for error and so on, but this is roughly what you can see now in the thermal view. So this is roughly 20 meters, and actually what's interesting is from this distance we can see the motors really well, but the actual frame of the drone, we don't see the heat signature that much coming from it. Okay, so now this should be 100 meters, and actually I would say at this distance we see it a bit less than how we saw the DIY drone. So already because of the enclosure of the M400, we are having a bit of a difficult time actually telling it apart. So we can again see a bit of a tiny glow, but we don't fully see the drone. And now I think we can try to take it to 150 meters and see will the drone be still visible to us then. And you know what, I would say that I can't really see the drone anymore. So the M400 actually it disappears sooner than the DIY type drone. So despite the fact it's a bigger drone, despite the fact that the motors are larger and it should consume more energy, more likely because of this enclosure, because of the weather sealing, we don't really see the drone. So actually at this point it has already disappeared. So now with the test done, what conclusions can we draw, and actually what happened? What was different than what we expected? So firstly, we tested again all 3 of these drones, starting from the Mini, then next up the DIY type drone, and then finally the DJI M400. And actually out of all of these, this DIY type drone was the most easily visible on the thermal camera because of this open design, because of the battery that sits on top that's exposed, because of the motors and the ESCs. So this whole open design actually does emit quite a lot of heat signature. So yeah, basically I would say that the Mini drone, so this because of the smaller size, was the one that disappeared first on the thermal view from a distance. Then next was the M400. So this drone, despite us initially thinking it probably will emit a lot of heat, actually no, because of all of the enclosure, a lot of the heat is isolated. So yeah, actually it disappeared somewhere roughly after the 100 meter mark. Yeah, so the drone that was visible for the longest time, actually sort of the winner of this category, if you can say it like that, this was the DIY type drone, because this one still, even at 200 meters, you could faintly see this drone. But of course, some things you also have to take into consideration. So firstly, for the thermal camera, as you saw, we used the DJI M30 thermal drone. Now, obviously, if you'd be using something a bit more advanced, maybe thermal binoculars, you might be able to see the drones from even further distance. But we used today the equipment that we have. I hope the video was interesting to you. This was sort of a bit of a science experiment, if you could say like that, for us today. And yeah, so leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think. What other experiments with drones would you like us do in one of the next videos? And yeah, thank you, and see you in the next one.